this just feels like a really weird topic. Like just a really like a oddball thing to happen to Marin Kitagawa. Apparently, one of the characters named Akira, which in the beginning of this episode of season 2, episode 11, we see a little bit of Akira's past where her parents threw away all her manga. Now that's kind of like fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're throw all your kids' manga away, like and if anything, that's books. You know what I'm saying? It's good to read. But here you can see this Akira. Marin's looking at her straight through this screen door. So this character, I don't get it. I feel like I missed something within the season where something happened between Akira and Marin where now she doesn't like Marin. Like I think it was like episode 9, 10. I don't remember, but Akira did say that she could never get along with Marin Kitagawa. And that's when I was like, my brain just did like a backflip, and thinking, whoa, what the fuck's going on? And then I just zoned out, and then I went back to the normal premise. So you can see here they're talking about the hatred, and then Juju right here is like, oh, someone hates you? It kind of makes sense with that attitude that you have. But then when I think about it, it's like, what attitude exactly? And then Juju's like, well, you can't help it because that's just the type of person you are, yada, yada, yada. But the person that Marin Kitagawa is just overwhelmingly just being a good person, being positive, being outgoing, being, like just, bro, like if I ever met Marin in real life, I would just be like, damn, she is a straight up angel, just full of energy, just bubbly, just, like I said, outgoing. You just, her, bro, she's just 100% party, fun, and just overall, like, her attitude is just fucking perfect. If there's anyone like this in real life, it's like, I just be thankful to meet them. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have lives and we all just feel groggy sometimes, but it feels like Marin is always on a high. She's always positive. There are times, of course, where she has cried, lashed out for certain reasons, but it was nothing extremely serious. And she's the type that invites hobbies. She's the type, like, just look at Akira, bro. Why be this dismissive? Why be this depressed about someone with a great attitude? Of course, is that really the reason why she doesn't like Marin? That's what I don't get. Is that really the reason? That can't be the reason. And if Marin ever did something wrong, it wasn't intentional. I'm 100% sure it wouldn't be intentional. Just based on season 1 and season 2, everything I've seen about Marin, she's not a two-faced, backstabbing Jezebel. You know what I'm saying? She's just trying to have fun. She's trying to just be inviting. She's just trying to be comforting. She's just trying to be, the life of the party. She's just trying to, get things in the right track. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why Akira feels this animosity towards her. I used to be like this huge what is it called, introvert? Yeah, I used to be like a huge introvert. I was really like a shut in. I didn't really want to talk to anybody. But then like sometimes my family would throw parties and I just would feel miserable. But of course, this was when I was young. When I was really young, I had a shitty checkered past as a child. Anyways, long story short, and they would throw these parties, but these parties were ill-willed. You know what I'm saying? They were probably drinking too much, drugs and all this other stuff. So I can kind of get that. You know what I'm saying? If someone's being bubbly for the wrong reasons, they're just flirting and stuff, like it's just getting messy. Or like I said, they're doing some very heavy drinking and they're creating a mess in the living room. Like, bro, I understand that. You have this overwhelming amount of just energy and you just don't want anything to do with that. You don't want anything to do with it. And I get it. When I go to my family outings, I just try to have fun myself. But at the same time, it does deter me when I see them drinking, this all this drinking, getting drunk and stuff like this. That environment is not for me. Like, you can do you, but just don't make me part of it. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and drink and get drunk. Fine, that's your life. You made your decisions. But for me, that's not for me. That ain't it. I need my brain cells. I'm sure you have like a shitload of brain cells that you can just Thanos snap. But for me, I don't. All right, I need my chromosomes. And so when I'm at these parties, you know, I understand that type of environment, that type of vibe, that type of energy. That's pretty much positive, but not what I want, not what I need. So, but, fuck. Why does she not like Marin? Like, I need a definitive, bro. Just look at her. She's like fucking eyeballing her at the corner of her eye, and to the point where she's zooming in. Like, this just isn't healthy. This isn't normal. She needs to just, forgive and forget and just move on. Like, I get it. You do you, but at the same time, it's like, bro, she's part of the friend group. You should probably try to get along. Put in effort to be like, hey, look, I'm sure you heard already, but you're just overwhelming. It's gonna take me some time, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it's not like they're necessarily strangers. Damn, look at Juju's laugh though, man. Holy shit, bro. Juju just. What was her real name? I forgot. That was like that's just like her cosplay name is Juju. Damn, yeah, man. Juju, such a good cosplayer, man. Holy shit. It really just went all out with her on this one. And I love how blunt she is too, bro. She just puts shit right in the front page without really, stirring the pot. She just puts it right there. Just shoves it right in. But yeah, overall, guys, I just don't get it. Like I said, man. Like, Marin, she's nothing to be concerned about. She's nothing to be worried about. She's not going to backstab you or nothing like that. Just look at that, bro. Look at the face, bro. What the fuck? I forgot why she. Oh yeah, she was tearing up after she saw Juju and her cosplay. I mean, come on, man. These are tears of joy. Like, she literally has tears. She probably cries more about happy things, just being cheerful and happy. She has more happy tears than she has weeping, sorry, depressing, sad tears. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't have pity tears either. Those crocodile tears? She doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? She's all around just an amazing, well put character. And a great cosplayer too. Her and Gojo are like this. And I am so happy to see them get together. Because Gojo is a good character as well. He's a good guy. He's a nice guy. And Marin doesn't abuse that. See? Like, Marin, bro. Holy shit. She's like the gal that you should all aim to be. If a girl's watching this, pretty sure a girl will never watch one of my videos, and if they do, this is my advice. If you're watching this, you should make your goal to be like Marin, bro. That's all I gotta say. An attitude, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we all look different, but an attitude, that should be your goal.